My space is about, it's a lot of what if and nostalgia, just jumbled up with pop art. So I wake up any day and whatever I want to make, I make, regardless of the medium. So if I want to paint on a canvas, I paint on the canvas. Make a 8-bit pixelated Nintendo art, I'll do that. Or if I just want to sculpt a piece, it's literally whatever I want to do. My main focus has been on the figures because of the image. Having a person just see that they exist and to see figures that they connect with, or just to see people educate another person explaining who a person is for the first time seeing it. This is the Jean-Michel Basquiat. That's why I have them in the window. It's pretty much to bring you in, to look at them, and people to see something that we don't see a lot. A Jean-Michel Basquiat piece, it was me just envisioning what he would have looked like on a normal day at his studio. So I just imagined him with a whole bunch of paint on his hands and wiping his hands off on his pants, and the paint all over his shoe from all the paintings he has all in the studio at just working on them all at one time. Just capture Basquiat, you know, in that way. When I went looking for African American pieces, you're limited to an action movie or and maybe a Martin Luther King, but then it's like stops. That's why I create them. I took the time to learn to sculpt, from sculpting how to cast, and then just to use the resin the right way and which type of resin to use. Even just a way of finding the clothing and learning to become my own one-stop shop. This is a resin cast, but the hair is sculpted out of clay. So I casted them bald, and the reason I left them bald is so I'll try a clay sculpted afro first, and then later on I'll try a real hair sculpt. But with painting the figures, it was a whole different thing. I could paint lighter skin tones, Caucasian, Asian, I could paint all that, but I couldn't paint African American skin. And that's what was throwing me for loops. I can't even paint my own people. How am I gonna learn? Because I don't want to just look just that brown thrown on it like they do the Ken dolls. So I literally learned how to paint and watching young children on makeup videos on YouTube explaining what colors to use. And what happened was I applied those to the figures, and it just took off from there. Who would do a Langston Hughes figure, like, or who would do a James Baldwin, because you can't hear him speak because he was a charismatic person. How can I make you see him? So it's like making his eye look off to the side a certain way. Like, so we're having a cigarette hanging out his mouth, like he's having a deep conversation. Them together, sitting there on the bench together is perfect. It connects with other people when they see him because they think the same thing. What are they talking about? One person did his voice. That gives me a better feeling than anything, to know that I took the time and effort and someone gets it. I don't know where I'm going, I just know where I am. And for people to come that don't know me and to come here and say, hey man, you're going somewhere, to have another person that doesn't know you see your future for you, and it's positive. And from where I come from in the background, I'm a black man in America, like to hear positive things from a person that doesn't know you.